Could INEOS be about to hijack another deal, and a deal from Premier League rivals Chelsea for a wonder kid? Well, we'll talk about that, where that sources come from, the reliability of that, and is Man United maybe being used to speed Chelsea? Fabrizio Romano has given a huge update on Manchester United's plans this week. There could be 3 or 4 done deals across the board. It's going to be a big week with Ligt and Mazraoui being informed by United. We're making a second bid. We're ready to get this deal done. INEOS have sent them a message. What's the latest on ugarte and new plan? Will it be a loan deal? What are the ugarte alternatives that United are looking at? What is the latest on bissaka? What is the latest on the mctominay sale? A couple other exits and more. Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and welcome back to your 10-minute transfer roundup, where I round up all the latest Manchester United news that's come up in the last couple of hours, and then I round up all the news that's come out in the last 24 hours. Some of this news in today's video I covered in my live streams earlier, but I want to make a 10-minute video every evening where I just bulletin the news for you guys that could not watch my live streams as well. But this story's just come out. Manchester United are targeting Gremio wonder kid Gabriel Mek. Okay, sorry if I said the club wrong. I'm just going to clarify that. Chelsea representatives are already in Brazil to try and sign the player. Borussia Dortmund have also made an approach. Gremio want 10 million euros plus add-ons to reach 20 million euros. Chelsea have offered 7 million plus 7 million. That's what's been said. Manchester United and Dortmund are considering entering into a fight with Chelsea to sign Mek. Chelsea have already made an offer for him. United and Dortmund have made inquiries about deal conditions in recent days. So one thing we do know is that Manchester United have made it clear they want to go for these kind of deals of youngsters and bring them in, like Obi Martin, but Obi Martin was available for free. Now, I think this is something INEOS want to do, but I don't think INEOS are going to be going for wonder kid after wonder kid after wonder kid until the main squad is a little bit better and sorted, and they have the money to do that, because we know INEOS want to be targeting the best wonder kids in South America, send them to Nice, send them to Lausanne. But I think, like Anselmo, who went to Chelsea, Anselmino, we were really linked to Anselmino. 3 days later, he got a here we go. Chelsea made a bigger bid and he went to Chelsea. I do worry that we're now being linked to this guy to speed up the Chelsea deal. If you want my honest opinion, let's link him to United and Dortmund, because they're two clubs that youngsters would probably go to over Chelsea, especially if you are a youngster. With Chelsea signing all the best 16-year-olds out there, if you're another 16-year-old and they've already got Esteval, Paez and Angelo in your position, who are also just as good as 16, on top of Cole Palmer, like, why would you go to Chelsea? Because there's not a development plan for you. They've already spent 20 million on Amari Kellyman. So I do think if United went for this guy, he'd probably pick us over Chelsea. Dortmund might be in there. Maybe it's one to watch, because we know that INEOS want to do these kind of deals. We want to do these kind of signings. But my honest opinion is Man United are being used by the media to speed Chelsea up. I mean, I don't know a lot about this player, but someone posted this on Twitter, that he's, flair, dribbling, agility, acceleration, passing, creativity, very good. Right-footed, can play cam, can play left wing. I mean, apparently this is, someone that's great and has been compared to Musiala and Neymar. So, I mean, the players he's been compared to is brilliant, and he could be a fantastic player. And I've heard of his name before, and apparently he's a baller. But like Esteval, like Anselmino, are Man United just being linked to them to speed up the Chelsea deal? It's one to watch, though, but I think we're going for more academy players where the fee is going to be a couple million euros, like maybe the Real Madrid academy player, rather than players that could be in that sort of 10-20 million euro range. But I do think that, with the multi-club network, we could look at that. Now, one thing we do know is ugarte, Mazraoui, Ligt, all of those kind of deals are going to heat up. Bissaka, mctominay, and Romano again confirms movement is expected at Man United in the next days. We also have 3 or 4 sources say, and I covered this in my live show earlier, that Manchester United are now going to work on deals now they're back from tour, and that tour was like a break from deals. So let's give you guys all the latest that you need to know on Ligt and Mazraoui that's come out today. Again, some of this was covered in live show, but this is the 10-minute roundup where I just want everyone to be up to date in 10 minutes. Man United will bid again for Mazraoui and Ligt. United have informed both players they will bid again, and Bayern Munich are also where movement is expected in the next days. Romano's confirmed we're going to make a bid again for Mazraoui and Ligt, and we've informed them we're going to make a bid for them. It was said that both Mazraoui and Ligt are expected to join United this summer, and Bayern want about 60 million for them. United want to pay less, talks ongoing. I'm going to say this now. 60 million, pay the money. Okay, that's 18 million for Mazraoui, that's 42 million for Ligt. I think that's a pretty fair price. I get why you want 55 million, but at the end of the day, if it's going to take 60 million, look at the defensive issues in pre-season, pay the money, get it done. Bid 55 million, compromise on 57 million, bish, bash, bosh, get it done. It's a good fee. It's not like Brentford where they want 70 million. You're getting 2 players for less than Brentford, of course. we need it. Euro's injured. Get it done. Hurry up. I'm fed up. Like, that's my general opinion on it. You know, we've said to them we're going to bid again. Romano said we basically told them we're going to bid again and it's expected they'll join. It was said that Manchester United have been very clear that they are going to bid again for De Ligt and Mazraoui, and this has been said by Romano. They've told both players and the agent they're going to attack again, and they said to them, we'll be back. We're coming for you. We'll be back. That's what United are literally saying to De Ligt and Mazraoui, who are pushing for the move, who are forcing for the move. Bayern's directors are coming out basically hinting they're going to go. Bayern are trying to finalise the Tar deal. I think it's very obvious that this deal is like so close to being done, but it's like United and Bayern fighting over like €3 million, and it's like, oh, just get on with it. Just get on with it now, because then once this is done, we can focus on Ugarte. Obviously, we were stalling because we were on tour, but now tour is done. There's no excuse. We also know there's a big meeting that Man United and Bayern Munich and Real Madrid and a couple of big clubs are having tomorrow. So let's get this done. Let's get this over the line. Bayern are aware that United are going to come in and do this. De Ligt and Mazraoui have been told by United we're coming for you, which is probably why they're also rejecting other clubs trying to hijack the deal. Now, what's been said on Ugarte, Romano said just now that negotiations with PSG for Ugarte could take a bit more time because of FFP and outgoings. Manchester United needs to balance on all kind of cases. Ugarte keeps waiting. Ugarte could generally just be one of those where it's like, oh, we're gonna have to get him on loan because of FFP balance. If we sell, we can buy Ugarte. Well, if we sell and PSG actually will accept a reasonable fee, we can buy Ugarte. If we don't sell, we definitely have to get a sort of loan deal done for Ugarte. Like, I still think we're going to sign Ugarte, but I think it's going to be like Amrabat, where we're like negotiating with Fiorentina to the point where they just say, look, have him on loan. You know how we were going to sign Amrabat, then we got him on loan? I think Ugarte is going to be like Amrabat, could go to the end, but it has been said by Ligt, and this was obviously the other day, that PSG are willing to accept a loan offer for Ugarte, as long as the option to buy or potentially obligation to buy, probably more likely, is high enough. It was said that Manchester United do continue to work on a number of deals in the meantime. There is open dialogue with PSG for Ugarte, but they're also interested in Fofana and Supermende. So they're probably two options if we can't get Ugarte over the line, depending on if one, Fofana isn't at Milan, and two, if Supermende wants United. Amrabat is a player United still considering. Amrabat's just being led on by United, and I think Amrabat's waiting for United, assuming we're going to go get him. I think we'll lead him on as if we can't get Ugarte, worst case scenario. I wouldn't be surprised if we led Amrabat onto the last week of the window to tell him we're not getting him. I think Amrabat could come in as a second midfield signing, though, if mctominay is sold. It was said Manchester United have begun to look at alternative for Ugarte, with Supermende an option, who has a high release clause. PSV's Veerman is an option. Discussions have taken place with the agent of Rabiot. Sanderberg is also an option. I don't like any of these alternatives other than Supermende. Supermende, Fofana I like. Anton Stacher I like. Stiller I like. There's not many other players I like out there, realistically, alternative-wise. And that Manchester United are also waiting for the final green light for Wan-Bissaka to West Ham. I'm just hoping Wan-Bissaka didn't pick up an injury. He came off, but maybe United were taking him off as like a massive precaution because they're like, damn, he can't get injured. I mean, the fact that we let him play the second half was crazy. And the Hammers will try and have a final answer next week. It has also been said on Wan-Bissaka that West Ham are confident to get the Wan-Bissaka deal done with the here we go expected in the next days. And Mazraoui is fully expected to become a new Manchester United player. Knows what is needed to close the deal with Bayern, so it's not an issue. So Mazraoui apparently has a medical book for Tuesday. If all goes to plan, that will go ahead. Assuming that went by, if all goes to plan, it's Monday tomorrow. I'm assuming that it's done tomorrow. I'm assuming we get here we go tomorrow, Monday, because that was said by Santi. It's almost like Mazraoui knows what's going to happen. He's sorted. He knows he's probably going to go to United on Tuesday. Bish bash bosh. But yeah, apparently we're confident of West Ham are confident they're going to get Wan-Bissaka done, and Mazraoui's fully expected to become a United player, and United know what's needed to get the deal done. So it feels like that's going to be done. In terms of mctominay exit, which I think is going to be key with Ugarte or what we do in midfield, Galatasaray is becoming more unlikely but the Turkish club haven't given up hopes. More talks took place in the last few days, but Galatasaray, where the Fulham are also pushing and for mctominay. But there is a feeling he won't join Fulham. And then you get Minister Reddy saying there's confidence an agreement can be reached between Fulham and Man United for mctominay. So apparently Fulham are going to make a new bid for mctominay. We know that they made a 20 million bid for mctominay, but it didn't meet the asking price. The lowest we've set is 25. You've now got Laurie Whitwell saying there's a belief that mctominay is open to the move. So Fulham's a difficult one because I think Fulham will make a 25 to 30 million bid for mctominay will be accepted. We just have to find out if mctominay will move because, one source is saying he won't, another source is saying he will, but Laurie Whitwell is a very reliable source. And he believes that mctominay will be open to the move. And I think, Laurie Whitwell was briefed by the club. I think Fulham wouldn't be working so much on the mctominay deal if they didn't feel was interested. So I'm going to assume mctominay is somewhat interested in the Fulham move, but you never know. Maguire to West Ham was basically done and he just decided, you know what, I don't want that move. But anyway, guys, this is your 10-minute Manchester United roundup. Please do hit that like button. Of course, subscribe down below if you're new. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.